It is Christ himself. And why does he tell you that? Because it hurts you. If the law, for example, of gravity is broken, if I step off this stage, I am necessarily going to fall. We call it a law, the law of gravity. I can do it, I can step off it, but I am going to fall. The difficulty is when we break a law of matter, we notice it. When you break a law of the interior life, of the spiritual life, you do not necessarily notice it in the same way. But make no mistake, it does break you. And you know this. You know the difference between living in the life of grace and living outside of it. If any of you have committed any grave sin, not just the ones going to confession, right? You're next. You know what it's like. That the inside gets broken, fractured. It's a law. It tells you what kind of being you are. And if you break it, you get broken. That's why it's a law. The revelation of the mind of God, the way in which he created you to be. You can do it, but it's only you that will suffer. And you will make others suffer. That's why it's sinful. Contrary to the beauty and dignity of the kind of person that he made you to be. You can't get away from nature. Heraclitus once said you can throw nature out with a pitchfork, but it will come hurling back at you. So he says to him, keep the commandments. That's the very first step. The very first thing we must do, just to be a man, just to be a woman, to make things run right, to see things clearly, to not be fractured on the inside. Basic step, but not an easy one. When it is a command, we feel the pressure of it because it's coming from someone else's will. And when something comes from someone else's will, we do not want to obey. You feel the pressure of a will. And in this case, the will is divine. And yet not coercive, as Sister was saying. Not coercive. He manifests it to you, and yet does not force you to do it, as he does with a rabbit or dog. You can follow or not. And should you do so, you begin to experience in yourself a certain excellence, a certain quality or power. Do you know what the word virtue means? Where are my Charlotte Catholic kids? Let me see them. There's a lot of them. You know what virtue means?